focus, because every day gonna be a process for you.
Right.
Yeah, right there, man. That golden voice you just heard in that clip. Right, by the way, that was a clip from season 6 of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. That's airing Mondays at 8 p.m. on VH1, Heather B. And when you heard that voice, man, one of the biggest pleasant surprises I got watching Love and Hip Hop this season was seeing this queen on Love and Hip Hop. And I was like, oh, how they going to do that? She's 100. You can't get up there and do scripted acting reality.
Right.
She going to keep it thorough and real. She's done that since early 90s when she first came out. She's always been a beacon of light when she made Make Way for the Mother Lode. Black Pearl, all these different themes that she's had in her music from day one.
Absolutely.
This woman as an MC was holding the crown from the West Coast and beyond at a time in the music business where you could speak to this too, Heather B., when people weren't really trying to hear the female voice. That's why we only had a few in the beginning that we mentioned, whether it's the Mercedes Ladies or whether it's Queen Latifah, MC Light. You can name Heather B. You know, it's like 5 to 10 people you name when it was hundreds of women that were actually picking up the mic.
Absolutely.
But she was able to resonate and teamed up with our brother Ice Cube and been able to ascend ever since and just representing the side of culture. She was speaking on female empowerment before it was a hashtag. She's here with us today. Give it up for the one and only. You can't mess with my yo-yo.
Why-yo?
Good morning.
Good morning.
She's here.
You old gloomy sky.
Damn, yo. Yo was
Good
doing it.
morning.
Yo, I got to tell you, man, even before I met you in person, my favorite thing when you did the yo-yo dance.
Hey.
Ain't nobody got that.
Look
that
back
rhythm.
at it.
You slap that.
I get low with it.
You was doing that before they was
Look
making no
back
record.
at
You were saying look back at it.
I got that one. You know,
Yeah.
I just started looking back at it after you smack it. You got to
Right.
look back.
That's good.
You smacking yourself pretty hard over there, yo.
Self-love, man.
Still smacking that ass, your own ass. You don't need nobody to smack that, right?
Not at all. Not at all. No, I do need somebody to smack it.
Hello, you can't mess with my yo-yo. No, I love-
I'm ready.
hey,
I'm ready. I'm up.
hey, our energy's been like this since day one. And I don't even think y'all
Yes.
realize how much I really look up to you. And I've been a gigantic fan. So when I
Wow.
look at you, I'm tripping that yo fuck with me like we family.
Yeah.
But I'm always
Well, we
a
are. I
fa-
just
we
said that
fa-
on my live. I just said on my live. I said I feel like I've been knowing Sway my entire career.
Right? Yeah, it's
My
true.
entire
Yeah,
career. You
yeah.
know, I don't know if East Coast or West Coast. He seems West Coast to me.
Yes.
You know,
Yeah.
But I know you're universal now.
There you
Yes.
go,
But
yo.
Right,
but for me,
right.
it seems like somebody I grew up with, literally.
Where did you grow up?
I grew up in Los Angeles. Well, I'm a Cali girl, so I'm
Okay.
Cosmo. I'm from Compton. We grew up on Willow Street. We're from Los Angeles, South Central. Majority of my time was South Central. Carson. I'm from all over. We've lived in Watts. I mean, you know, I'm a Cali girl. I'm an original Cali girl.
Original Cali girl. That's the
Yeah.
thing about yo, because back then the only perception that we would get about it, I grew up in Oakland, so the only perception we could get
Okay.
about, I knew about LA, but if you weren't in Cali, you thought LA was just kind of one or two things, one or two
It's
dimensions.
2 streets away from everything.
Yes, right?
South Central is 2 streets away from Watts. Carson is 4 streets away from Compton. You know, Gardena. You know, if you're a Cali girl, now people think the Valley is Cali.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, and it is.
Yeah.
You know, speaking,
but
but
it ain't
the
LA.
Valley is not really Cali.
Yeah.
People who grew up in LA, they're touching the streets of LA, Inglewood, Los
Right,
Angeles,
right.
Compton, Long Beach, Watts. They touching those cities. I mean, the demographic of just Black Americans, African Americans.
What was the mindset like back then? Because, you know, what the music business showed us was only the street life. Were you banging back then?
No, I never. Well, I never banged, but I've been in a lot of bang situations.
Okay.
And I banged my way out.
There you go. There you go.
Been in a lot of bang situations.
Bang, bang.
Right, bang, bang, gang, gang, bang.
Okay,
Gang, gang.
Oh, my
Bang,
God.
bang, bang.
Right, but not a gangbang.
But nah,
No,
not a gang
but
bang.
no, I've always been an entertainer. I've always been the kid. Of course, you can tell with my energy that was always entertaining.
Yeah.
It's just my for real personality. I've been an entertainer. And for me, growing up in Los Angeles was everything. I mean, we were in activities. I was in everything you can name. I was in city drill. I created a city drill team. Then I joined a city drill team and became captain. I created my own drill team, which led to the Intelligent Black Women's Coalition.
Okay.
I mean, so LA for me was always entertaining. I was always, you know, in events. My mom, we moved to South Central Los Angeles from Carson, California, and
siblings, just you?
Yeah. Nope. I have 5. My mom has 5 kids. My dad has 2, and my mom adopted 5.
Okay. Shit.
Wow.
When I was in the 7th
as a
grade,
business, or she just like kids?
in the 7th grade, going to Bret Hart. Right. It could be a business, and believe me, if it was a business, she made it one.
Okay.
Wow. She's about her business. She's a Capricorn.
Okay.
I went to Bret Hart, and my mom, my friend's mom, who lived in the motels off of Figueroa where we grew up, 7th grade, her mom committed murder, and they were going to take the 3 siblings. I came home from school one day and told my mom. My mom brought the kids. I mean, you know, my mom went and fought for the kids. So my sister Shay, my sister LaTroy, Nikki, she passed away at 33 of breast cancer. My brother Joe, we just found him. He passed away too in Arizona recently. And my oldest sister Shay, she's in Texas, but we all went to school together. We were classmates at Bret Hart Middle School. And my mom adopted them. My mom adopted 2 other kids, my mom fostered those 3. My mom adopted my 2 brothers, Stephen and Stephon.
Wow, shit! No, I didn't know this, y'all.
I know. Yeah, so I'm used to sharing a house. We're team players.
Wow. Have you thought about adopting as well?
Well, I did think about adopting a son, but my daughter just had one for me.
Okay.
So you a grandma?
Grandma Yo-Yo.
Yo, Grandma
Yo-Yo son.
Like the kids gonna be like, your grandma popping.
I went to a club. A guy said, I never dated a grandma. That's how I looked at him. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, that ain't what you say.
Right. Do you know about grandmas, though?
I'm grandma. I thought about all those names, Yaya, Nanny. As soon as I saw him, I was like, look at grandma, baby.
I'm so proud of you. We remember we were hanging out with Yo-Yo at the Luke Cage event?
I just posted that picture on my IG. Like, I finally found a picture. It's a picture of me, you, Sway, Rakim, and Little C's.
Hey.
I was like,
you gotta send it to me.
I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay.
The picture is like so crazy, and everybody commented like, yo, this is legendary. How the hell did all of y'all end up in one place? But we literally, Tracy Citizens, we walked behind this curtain. Me and Sway walked in the room. Yo-Yo was there, Rakim and Little C. We was like,
God.
shit,
Right,
let's get a
What
camera.
the hell? Pete Rock was there.
Pete
Yeah.
Rock.
Oh, right. Oh, that was Pete Rock's birthday, too.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
You know, and Rakim was performing, and
KRS-One.
KRS-One, Faith Evans was performing. Yep.
Yeah.
I feel like Jada Kiss performed that
Jada
night.
was there too.
He missed his slot when he was
Okay.
supposed to come on stage. He was
Okay.
supposed to perform
Okay.
with
Faith. With
Yeah.
Faith.
but
Yeah.
remember he was missing.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then
And he ended up coming in Zab Judah. It was
Zab
crazy.
Judah, yo, we
Zab
had a good
Judah was
shot.
there.
Yeah,
We was
right.
bugging backstage.
that was a good time, and all this thing, and all the whole time I'm thinking, yo, what are you doing? You on tour?
I know I was on tour with Eric B. and Rakim. Don't Sweat the Technique tour.
That's
We
so
did
cra-
38 cities. Turned my right side up. Ew. Where's my owl?
Yes.
We got to get Yo to do a new owl, right?
Yeah, you got one, a Cali
new
eel.
one. You know, you brought up IBW.
Yes.
And we were having a conversation with Beverly Bond the other day, who started Black Girls Rock. You know, and she was talking about how it evolved, how it's been evolving, even the mantra Black Girl Magic. And but IBW, what was that? What was the acronym?
Intelligent Black Women's Coalition. Yeah.
And that
IBW and with my crewing.
Yes, and that was a hit song.
Yes.
And what year did you start that?
We started that right out of high school, so 89, 90.
89, 90 already had that foresight and that
Absolutely.
vision. Already planting the seeds for this female Black women empowerment. How hard was it back? Because that was so different back then.
Yep. You know, I really didn't know. I just knew because NWA from California, we had a lot of male-dominated music. So, you know, bitch is a bitch. I ain't the one. You know, Ice Cube, can I get mine now? You know, so we had all of that type of music. The same kind of music the young girls hear now, which made us rebuttal and create the stuff we create now. I mean, was creating then. You know what, for me, it was just... it wasn't that hard for me to be myself. I think as I became industrialized.
Well, you went to jail?
No, just being in this industry. In this industry. Is that what they call it when you go to jail?
No, I'll just
Oh.
I'll go off. Yeah. Institutionalized,
Yeah.
but it sounds like,
Well, in this industry, it is an institution because it's male dominated, and the more you try to conform or try to be neutral or fit in and not be so opinionated or whatever you want to say, you kind of get lesser and lesser. What you feel is more so, But one thing I had to say to Ice Cube and at that time who was managing me, Patricia Charbonnet, they made sure that the IBWC stayed so far in front because it was something that I always pushed, like, no, my girls.
Yeah.
And Cube supported that.
Cube supported it. I mean, Cube was a big supporter. Cube knew, he knew more about me than I knew of myself then.
Wow.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yo, you fine.
Hey.
How did you
Yeah.
How did you keep the wolves off? Damn, oh shit, she triggering you. She looking back at
I'm
you.
sorry.
Look back at it.
And always looking front at it. That's he got caught off guard right there.
True.
How did you I know a lot of men approach you. You're a beautiful woman. Back then, it was hogs out there.
Oh man.
Did you avoid it, or you slayed them too?
No, I wish I could say I slayed him, but no. Cube in the introduction to this industry was new to me, but Cube had been a part of it, and Cube just told me straight up, what you don't want to do, how you don't want to be. So I had a lot of respect out there. I still have a lot of respect.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I still have a lot of respect. So nope, I they didn't play with the yo-yo.
Yeah.
They didn't play me out.
They didn't play. Oh, they didn't play me out.
Right.
Don't try to play me out.
Yeah, so which is a good thing.
Back then, people thought that you and Pac were dating.
Yep, we did.
Oh, y'all did date?
Yeah, we did date.
That's real?
Mm-hmm, that's real. Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How long did y'all date?
Oh goodness, it's all his life. I
Really?
was his. I'm still his
Still to this day.
to this day.
That's beautiful.
But we were great friends on the road. We met each other early, '89 when Pac first came out here, and we dated. And Pac, we became great friends, which later ended up in a relationship, which turned into a friendship because the relationship just couldn't last. I was just introducing myself to the industry. And, I wanted to be free. I didn't
Absolutely.
want, a boyfriend.
Was this around which album? Was this around?
This was the beginning.
the
This was the
very
beginning. We
beginning.
were both on tour. I was working with Ice Cube, and he was dancing for Digital Underground.
Damn, shit, it's early on.
It's
See, I knew
early,
Pac back
yeah.
then as well.
Yep.
What did y'all talk about? What dreams? What did y'all talk
Oh,
about?
God,
What could you tell us about Pac? See, I try to tell stories, but it's what can you say to people out there? What kind of person was he at that age?
Oh, God, Pac was a dreamer.
Yeah.
Definitely a dreamer. I mean, we talked about dreams. He talked about his family life. He talked about growing up and just stories. I knew about Jada Pinkett long before the world knew about her. I mean, his fascination with her. They went to school together. It was his best friend, but I already knew he had a love for her. He talked about his sister. I mean, his sister and I are very close friends to this day. I mean, he wanted me to mentor his sister, Setua, and Setua and I are still friends to this day.
That's amazing.
And I flew out to New York to the Cotton Club for one of her things that he wanted me to come out to. I'll tell you, Pac's the father that was in prison. Pac took us up. We went to a prison to perform, and it was a riot at that.
A good riot, like because he was there.
The
or
scariest
a
riot I've
violent
ever
riot.
been in
Okay.
my
Wow.
life.
Really?
I forget the name of the prison, but it's out near Santa Barbara. But a riot broke out, and I mean, I see guys on the street today like, "Yo, you remember? You came in that riot?" Yeah, I remember. Scariest shit that ever happened to me in my life.
Wow.
And at the same time, somebody tried to fill on my butt while it was a
Oh
riot.
no.
Did you look back
I
at
was
it?
like, "Come on!"
Go
I'm trying to get the hell out of here.
Not now.
Yo, Q, yo gonna take you home. You so happy. That's why everything she say, he like, Al, don't forget about me, Al.
Whoa, slow down, come on, man.
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry.
Trigger finger.
Al, whenever you ready to
You
go.
cool, Sway. Where that guy out with that button?
When he see my
Wow.
face triggered.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Thanks for sharing that. I know you was with him till the end, right?
Yeah, all the way to the end. Pac is somebody he used to call me Uncle Pac. We used to battle all the time.
Battle rap?
Battle.
Yo, you wrote all your rhymes?
I didn't write them all. Cube.
Okay.
I mean, it got to a place where I started writing all my rhymes.
Okay.
But nope, Cube came in the door with an idea and a plan. I mean, we co-wrote a lot of things together. Bonnie and Clyde co-wrote. You Can't Play With My Yo-Yo co-wrote. A lot of our stuff, but sometimes Cube came in and he would say, oh my God, he never slept. I mean, we would get off the plane and he would, oh God, girl, don't be no fool. Listen to this. We had a Bobby Brown. Don't be.
Right,
and I'm just like, I love it, but you can't write all my raps. So that's how creative he was, and I miss that kind of collaboration now because he helped me to see. He helped to see, he was from the outside looking in. He saw what I wanted, and that helped me to create more. So he would come with the ideas and say, you should do this, and that would help me create because I couldn't think of it for myself. And I'm still that way anyway. Still to this day, whatever I do, I have to call somebody to play mental tennis with. Like, what do you think about this? Bounce this off of you. Help me see what I'm trying to say. You see where I'm coming from. Help me make it bigger.
Oh, I like that though. That's what creativity should be about, right? Feeding off of each other.
But that's why I'm wondering, like in hip hop, we are so narrow-minded when it comes to the males. Like any idea of ping-ponging, collaboration, then that can just shoot down. You know what I mean?
Right, because they'll create a row of strippers rapping. That's what the men will do.
Well, how do you feel about?
I'm talking about with songwriting.
We'll come
I'm
back
talking
to
about that's what they'll do. That's what men will do. A lot of men, are they creating for women? Who are they creating for?
No, I mean, like, I'm looking at what happened with Drake when people found out that he wasn't writing.
I already knew that. An artist knows that already.
How?
Because you have to. Nobody is just that creative. You have to bounce off of other people, and that's a great artist keeps great artists around them, and so that they stay great. And artists know that already. I mean, I don't think it was a secret. It's probably a secret because this industry used to be a lot of smoke and mirrors, but now everybody sees everything.
Yeah, and
so much transparency that it wasn't a secret to me. I didn't know who was writing with him, but when that boy came out with those other songs, I said, "Oh, that's the one he's writing with." Okay, because I can tell.
You can tell. Yo-Yo is here, ladies and gentlemen.
888-742-3345. Sway, good
Give me
morning.
some Baileys in my
Okay, so you can hit it all.
Ew.
All right, there you go. All right, Love and Hip Hop Hollywood on Mondays, 8 p.m. First question people ask is, why is Yo-Yo doing Love and Hip Hop? Why?
Right. Why not? Why not? I mean, I look at so many artists, and my goal was to always stay relevant, to keep myself in the game. I mean, at 30, I thought I was going to lose my mind. I thought music was just dying out. I couldn't, talk about my coochie long enough or how good my sex was long enough to match with the rappers of the day, and I couldn't find the content. I didn't have Ice Cube writing it for me.
That's real.
And so I was just thinking, oh my God, my career is over. I had to recreate myself. Lauryn Hill came out, which saved us and gave us that balance to say, oh wait, that's what I was trying to say. I was trying to get to that place. Yeah, that's where I wanted to go. So we loved her for a while. But then I was still thinking, wow, like really, I have a daughter. What am I going to do? Like, dag, and they was really criticizing everybody who got a job because my sister used to say, just get a job, shit, like everybody else. Like, what's the problem?
Wow.
Exactly. But so I was this energy trying to find a way to stay relevant. The desires of my heart. God was telling me, I was doing radio for K-Day and people were calling me up saying, how can my kid, I created the Yo-Yo School of Hip Hop. That was really good.
You were an ambassador for Black colleges, right?
Fitness.
You won a Gracie Award?
Yes, we
from
won
Cafe
a Gracie.
Mocha.
Cafe Mocha Radio.
Yeah, so you're doing all of these things.
And doing all of these things, and just got off a tour. Didn't even think I wanted to go back on tour with the foundation. I'm, building myself up, thinking, okay, I'm done with it. I'm just going to be behind the scenes the rest of my life. The tour came, blah, 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 blah. I just said, you know what? I am hip hop.
Yes, you are.
Here I am trying to stay relevant. This thing is open to how many million viewers?
Just right here?
Over
over 100.
who could really kill me? I can only kill myself. I've already been dead.
Amen.
I'm reborn.
The rebirth of Yo-Yo.
Hey, let me reintroduce myself. My name is Yo.
Y to the O-Y-O. Oh, no, that didn't work. Right.
It worked.
It worked.
I
Okay,
like
we collaborate. All right.
The up.
Okay, the up. You like the Y? Yeah. Hold on. Oh, say allow me. Yo, say allow me to. Go ahead.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is.
Yo.
Y to the O-Y.
Oh. Better act like y'all. No.
Y to the O, yo.
Y to the O, yo.
yo.
Do it again. Go.
Y.
Okay.
Y
Allow
to
me.
the
Oh,
O,
yo.
yo.
Okay.
Y to the O,
Oh, yo. Okay, go.
Oh,
Do the
yo.
intro. Do the intro.
Y
Do
to
the intro.
the
Go.
O, yo.
Okay, right. Go do the intro. Go. Allow me to introduce. Go ahead.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is.
Yo. Y to the O, yo. Oh.
Kicking in the
Yeah. Queen of the Y. Oh, no, okay, anyway. Queen of the IBWC. Okay, we got some callers on the line, yo.
Strap up and
All
go
right.
military.
Yo, you want us to throw a beat on?
Word up. Come on, yo.
You sure? Sound like you want me to throw a beat on.
Yeah,
You
a
want me
little
to throw-
bit.
You want me to throw a
Something
beat
cute.
on? You want me to throw a beat on?
Maybe like some Meg Thee Stallion shit.
You got a verse on you?
I
Okay,
don't
not
know.
right now. What y'all think?
Let's
Okay, now,
collaborate.
Billy, what do you think? Okay. She got
Let me
something
see,
for
let me
me.
see. Go, let me hear it. Let me hear it.
Nah.
Not
that happy, not me.
I'm too
What?
2019. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
you can't know. Yeah, what are you
You
doing
got
with
some
that?
Meg Thee
Some-
What's
Stallion?
going on?
Anyway, let me take some calls while
All
he
right,
get the
okay,
beat.
All right.
Yo, you got new music I'm hearing too.
Yes.
Oh, I can't wait to
Let's
play that.
Can we play a little bit of it? A little bit?
Okay,
Yeah.
okay,
Or we
okay.
gonna go
30
through
okay.
seconds,
I'm gonna take
he
these
said.
calls
Okay,
first. Let me
alright,
put you to
alright.
work. Hold on.
that's dope.
All right, Terry from LA. Good morning. How you doing?
What up, T?
Hey, Terry.
What's going on, Sway? What's going on? Hey, yo, I remember from back in the day. The prison that Ryan was Lompoc.
Lompoc,
No,
yes.
Lompoc.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know you from back in the day when we was with Uncle Jeff's Army at Echo Sound. You and Pac and with Jinx and Cube at the studios in Glendale back in the day.
So you remember, right?
So, oh, come on. I'm going to run the
Everything
original
I'm
Uncle
saying
Jeff's
is
Army.
facts, right?
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, T, what's your question?
Oh, my question is,
Oh, damn, T.
no.
T, come back. T, come back.
no.
What's your question?
Hello?
Say it again.
how does she feel about the new vulgarity as far as in competition with the men about their sex and what they're going to do as far as the way the music was back then? I wasn't too happy when NWA started calling women bitches and hoes, and it seemed like women done turned into the new men, and men are the new bitches and hoes. What you think about that?
Hey.
Equality.
No, but you know what? I think you're absolutely right, and not just in music. When I work at the schools, you know, some of the principals, I go in to do one thing, and the principals are coming to me saying, "Hey, listen, can we get the IBWC up here? Can you mentor these girls?
Yes.
We having more girls fighting than boys fighting, you know." And I'm hearing, you know, girls are drinking harder than men are drinking. You know, partying harder than men are partying. I mean, yeah, it's you know, look at the world. I mean, you know, the guys are turning to girls and the girls are turning to guys.
Damn, right in front of your very eyes.
They said the fish, all the male fish was turning into female fish.
Dang.
Yeah.
Well, what are the signs of the guys turning into girls? I don't see that.
Huh?
Yeah.
Because you're young. We saw it when their pants went below their booty. All the way below the booty, like down. No, I'm just joking. I don't know. I don't want to say that, but yeah, come on, y'all know what it is.
Yeah, no.
You know what it is.
Mhm.
It's too much. The kissing in the mouth and all of that good stuff, the mafia type of stuff. You know, when you try to, they say front and get you killed. Something dies when you just not being yourself, your authentic self. Now there are a lot of people who are being their authentic self, and people receive them. They already knew who they were.
Yeah.
You know, but there's a lot of people and a lot of girls just riding the trend of, you know,
Yeah. Yo.
everything that's going on. You know, sometimes I have to, you know, my daughter look at me and say, "Mom, please don't say that or don't do that," you know, because she feels like I'm trying to be too trendy. Sometimes I do try to fit in it, but there's just some trends I don't fit into.
Really? Like what? Which trends you think?
Everything is, people are so sensitive now, and I got to be careful. I was about to just shoot.
I saw you. Yo,
I was
you pulled
about to
back.
shoot
Yo is pulling back. Tracy said
Right.
she trying to. Yo, it's like.
Well, you know what? I won't compromise my character. You know, I'm not writing no raps about, you know, fucking for sex.
Okay. All right.
I ain't stripping for cash. You can't pay me for this ass.
There you
Ooh, shit.
That was a bar.
Damn, I ain't got enough money.
Wow, Calloway. That's real though, yo.
I know that is
I don't know. I'm just attaching
relate,
myself to everything yo say.
I'm not stripping. I'm not doing none of that. You know, I'm not doing none of
Do
that.
you agree with what Jermaine Dupri was saying about today?
To a certain extent, of course I do. I mean, I come from that generation where I understood what he was talking about. I mean, you know, when you work That's why a lot of people, when you keep your ear to the streets, you understand the streets a little bit more. When I work for the community, you know what I mean? So I get it. You know, I see these prostitutes naked on Figueroa.
Wow.
You know, the trend is all the way. I mean, the hoes look like the artists nowadays.
The hoes look like the artists.
They dress the same. I'm not joking. So really, the impression we used to say that it was up to you to raise your kids. We're not responsible for what your kid do. When you know better, you do better.
Right.
And that's for whoever turning a blind eye to how powerful music is, especially for the black community. Now, in the black community, all of our stars are superstars.
Right.
All of
Everybody got a purpose.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean? Everybody means something. Whatever you do to make it big in this industry, we support you. We got your back. We look up to you. You can pull up and they run up to your car like, you know, from the drug dealers to the hoes. Everybody, you know what I mean? They have a place in our community. People look up to them for a certain, you know. So it's powerful. I think, what he said is, there's a lot of young girls and guys too. You know, this drug thing. Yeah. You know, everybody's getting high.
Opioids.
It's cocaine, sniffing coke, doing pills, weed, liquor, the medicine.
Yep.
Yo,
and it's not just for hip hop, but hip hop is so powerful. We got to remember the power of art.
Yeah.
It's the most powerful voice
in the forefront.
How did you come to terms with Love and Hip Hop has a lot of women of color? It's based on conflict. Every episode, damn near every scene.
Exactly.
It's like women of color can't get along.
And I love jumping right in the middle of it. I love being right in the scene of it and giving my 2 cents. I love being right in the middle. I give my 2 cents.
Okay, I see what you're doing right there. You got some. Okay. I thought she was reaching for 2.
No,
okay.
I give my 2 cents. No, I'm able to give my 2 cents, talk some sense, say what I really mean.
Yeah.
You know, nobody's really fight me. I hope nobody throws a drink in my face.
Nah, you can't do
don't
that.
come with that
They do
energy
that. We
anyway.
rolling up. We pulling up. I got the poetess just walked
Well, they'll
in.
never
You
work
know,
in L.A.
I got
again.
a
They throw
shooter
some
over
shit
there.
in my face.
Y'all heard that.
Nobody, but the whole
You
team.
can't mess with my
The whole team is really good.
Right.
Everybody has their own situations and their real situations that are really going on. You know, they really are.
Yeah.
You know? And watching the show, you know, watching the stories unfold, right? Because I don't know everybody's business.
Right.
Just watching Lyrical go through what she's going through with her husband. You know, when I met Summer Bunny, I didn't know all of that was taking place. I mean, you know, would I have treated her different? No, because I mean, who you're beefing with is not my beef.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Grown though.
Yeah, that's
we
we not exactly. I'm too
energy.
grown.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a turn up.
I'm right.
Like I can't get a turn up.
Can't get a turn. You
Like
come
I
out
can't get a turn
You
up.
gotta look it all right on point. Yeah. We got Stephanie on the line from Cali. Say hello to Yo-Yo, Steph.
Hey, Yo-Yo, I'm so glad you on Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Maybe you bring some class to it. I am so glad that you always been relevant to me. I've always loved your music. So I am so happy you're on that show.
Thank you. Well, I got some new music.
Okay, listen, since she said that, first of all, let's shout out Billy right there.
Billy Johnson
Billy
Jr.
Jr. was
Hey,
worked with
Billy.
Rap Sheet, which was a very, very influential publication back in the late 80s, early 90s.
And he did 20 years with Yahoo, too, right?
Yep, 18 years with
18?
Yahoo. Yeah.
Yes.
And very instrumental for a lot of West Coast artists getting the exposure that they deserved early on when we couldn't get the East Coast publications. They were on the East Coast, so they didn't know who some of the underground artists were. And I commend you. We worked a lot together with the Wake Up Show with Sway and Tech.
One of the first things I wrote for Rap Sheet, actually, they said, you want to write this DJ of the Month column.
That's right.
Yeah, and Sway and Tech, DJ of the Year. So.
Yeah.
Damn, Sway knew that already. Yeah, you had to come with other DJ you could have said first. Come on.
1994.
There it is. Talk to him, Billy J. Come on.
Eminem performed at the Rap Olympics at the Rap Sheet conference. Sway and Tech were there that night.
Yep.
Invited Eminem on the show. You know, a year later, he was out on Interscope. So. Yeah, I'm very grateful.
There it is, man. Well, we're very grateful to have you in that legacy. Rap Sheet and Rap Pages.
Man, it's crazy.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, thank
Come
you.
on, absolutely.
A lot of writing, Yahoo for a while, but yeah, thank you so much. I'm glad to be here with Yo-Yo.
Okay,
Yes.
cool. That's what's up. So, you got a new song called Out of Control?
Out of Control.
And it's featuring Brittany B.
Brittany B. She's on Love and Hip Hop.
Okay, Tyler Rain.
Tyler Rain won season 5 of the Rap Game.
Okay.
Crowned her Princess of the City on the West Coast. Yeah.
Impatient Picasso.
Yeah, and he's producing a lot of artists here.
And so is this for a forthcoming project?
This is, you know what? I just wanted to get out after I came off a tour with Eric B. and Rakim. Working in the studio, people are always sending me stuff. I mean, that social media is so powerful. And, you know, it's so big. People are like, yo, come on. I'm like, all right, well, I'm out there every week. Let me put something out. But he played this track. I instantly loved it. And I was like, yeah. And I love this song because it's 3 generations on it. It's me, Brittany B, and Tyler Rain is, 18, 19? So it's 3 out of controls. And I feel like I'm my authentic self on here. And I feel like, you're getting the best of me.
Okay, so how much of it can we play?
Go
The
ahead,
whole
let me hear.
Let's hear the song. Okay, well, it's a world premiere. Hold up, this is a world premiere.
Sway in the morning, exclusive on Shade 45.
Sway in the morning, Shade 45. You got it first right here. Woo. Out of Control. You got you one with this one, yo. You
Not bad.
I like that.
Thank you.
That's dope.
Thank you.
You could have missed.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it. I was so happy when I heard it. I was like, damn, I hope this hitting, because if it ain't, I can't fake a frown.
I know. Do you like it?
I like it. Dead ass.
Okay.
The way the song is structured, great hook. The music sounds great.
Yeah.
You guys sound good in it. You sound comfortable in your pocket.
Thank you.
And you're saying something.
Yes.
Your features, Tyler, they did great. Brittany did great. It sounds good. Everybody, it sounds like a great mix.
Yes. Breaking up, making up's cool. Too late to be playing with you. No, I'd rather be laying with you. But these last couple texts was rude, dude. I'm only going to do what I do. Keep a bag and take care of my two.
What was that line when you did the...
Keep the women with me on the move, or I'm going to buy... Oh, I don't know.
Right.
We can launch this like a catapult.
You went in it like you knew it, though. All right, we got...
I can't.
Preston, what you want to say to
Preston,
Yo-Yo?
what's popping?
Press.
Yolanda, this Preston from Gladwick.
What's up, Preston? Good morning, Preston.
Good
I
morning.
grew up with Preston.
Sway,
Okay, yes. Okay, yeah.
look, I listen to y'all every day, and I never call, but y'all are my show. I just want to let you know you really do have a real one right there. We would see each other, after they moved to South Central, and it would be years, and she'd hug me like she hadn't seen me since the day before.
Wow.
And I just want to say, when my father died, I came back to the neighborhood, and she was taking her morning walk, came by the next day after the repast, and, gave her condolences. And I just, that's sat with me ever since then, yo. And she met my kids and talked to my kids and whatnot. And so, I support everything she does because 100% she's a real one. I just wanted y'all to know that.
Wow, that's what's up, man.
Thank you, Preston. I love you. I appreciate that.
Preston, you a citizen, brother.
Sway in the morning, homie.
All right, I'm going to take one more caller. We got Carolyn from New Orleans. Carolyn, what would you like to say?
First of all, this gives me so much great pleasure. I have so many notes I've taken from listening to y'all. I know you want me to be real quick. But, Yo-Yo, I think you already answered my question. With everything going on today with mental health, I wanted to know how you keep it better, but I see you do it by supporting folks. You ain't tripping on trends. You exposing conflict. You ain't stripping and showing your ass for cash. So all of that does help to keep your mental health together. And you still sound good. And from what OQ going through and everybody, you looking damn good. And you're a damn grandma proud. So how do you keep your mental health together in this industry and in that la-la land of, I don't even know, lascivious activities? So how do you keep your mental health together?
I pray a lot. I meditate. I exercise. I listen to music of all genres. What else do I do? Yep, I love.
You love.
Yep, I love. And that loving takes out all my negativity. If I just give love, give hugs, forgive, and yep, get some rest. I think I wake up feeling better. Drink a lot of water. I wake up feeling.
Yeah, you feel better.
Yep. Just about life, because we didn't grow up in here to have it'll get you.
It's a blessing though that we grew up through this.
Where's my turn up?
Where's
my crazy question?
Come on, what's your crazy question?
Yeah, I was looking for a crazy
like
question.
what? Give me an example.
What was Pac like in bed?
Good.
Okay.
Good. Good.
That's not a question I would ask you, yo. Okay. The hell?
Good. And he knew it. He was very cocky.
Did you want to have his baby?
Did I want to have his baby? No, I was young.
Oh, okay.
I wanted him to stop using nigga in his words and do the other side of Pac that I knew so well.
Right.
I wanted,
The
I just knew him.
side.
The militant side more. I wanted him to portray that more. And I used to be mad at him because he would portray just the street side so much. But he made some great albums. I mean, and great songs that combined the two. But he was so militant, you know.
Yo, what's your turn up shit? Like, I never known you that. We got the poetess here. Poetess, come here. Get on the mic real quick.
Hey,
she's from LA.
good morning.
Get on the mic real quick. The poetess, one of the most reputable journalists, radio
Salute.
broadcasters,
Salute.
CEO. She has her own media company.
Yes.
Right?
What's up? What's up? Hey, yo.
Good morning.
Poetess, you're here. You are a designated sniper. Yo want to turn up. There's stuff I don't know about, yo. That some controversial shit that's happening.
Wait, no,
wait.
Okay, yo, come on. Poetess, I know you know one something.
No, because you know what? Yo-Yo is one artist that you won't find anything on. She's authentic. She's true to the community. I mean, there's nothing you can find out. So I don't know what she's talking about.
I know my daughter was always like, when I go to place, she's like, Mom, make sure. I'm like, well, I'd never get the turn up.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. You can live without the turn up, yo.
All right, we can live without the turn up.
Yeah.
I know, out of control.
Oh, okay. Yo, give out your social. People want to reach Yo-Yo, hit her directly at
Yo-Yo Fearless on all social platforms.
Okay, we love you.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Where did we bump into each other and I was like, you got to come?
It was in New Orleans for the Essence.
And I was like, come on the show, and we made it happen.
I know, and your daughter is grown up to be such a beautiful. She's in college.
She's in college because our
in
kids
New York,
went the same.
Yeah.
Our kids used to go to the same child care
That's
center.
crazy.
Had the same babysitter.
Yes.
And so she would be picking up her kid, and I'd be like, "Is that Yo-Yo? What the fuck?" Yeah.
And I can't believe he was paying all that money over there.
Oh, thanks, yo.
No, not
scandal.
Right.
Damn, why you throw that in? Okay.
Right, it was paying for them songs, right? It was real. It's like, damn, DJ's making that much?
Yeah, come on, yo, stop, man, don't do that. What you saying?
Yo, your ass is crazy.
Yo, I love you, yo. Okay,
All right, thank you so
all right,
much.
absolutely.